Welcome back, everybody. So today we are working on the big OBS Blazer, like I said in the last video. So today's video, we are going to be working on some of the interior. I'm going to throw some PB Blaster on the header bolts, try to get those soaking. I'll do that next couple days. Just throwing some PB Blaster on it, not a big deal. But today's video, we are going to be working on interior of the truck. Electronics. Yes, the truck's not ready for the road yet, but there's things that I want to do. So it's got an old Sony radio that doesn't work, so we're putting in a new Pioneer radio, brand new in the box, never been opened. So this is the Blazer will be lifted and all that kind of stuff, and it is going to be kind of like my overland camping style truck. So I have a Garmin Overlander GPS, which is an awesome unit. I've used it, it's awesome. And then I have a ham radio, which is, you know, the Baofeng. Awesome stuff. So I have the mount for this. I do not have my mount for my Baofeng yet to mount it into the car. We'll be ordering that in about a couple days, whatever. But I want to get all this stuff mounted. So what we're going to do, and I have a 2-to-1 cord for both of these. So let's kind of take these and I'll kind of give you an idea. So unplug this. How all this is going to go. I mean, of course, the radio, not a big deal. Now, so want to, you know, of course, replace the radio. Now, the Baofeng radio, we're going to have hung somewhere here. Then the GPS unit will be, and it's a little loose. Let's tighten that up. This thing is movable and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna have that mounted right here with the radio beside it. So it's like a perfect location. Now, I don't want to just screw into the dashboard, which I'm going to screw into the dashboard. We're going to put holes in it, but I don't know what's behind here. Can't really reach it from underneath. So what we're going to do is the radio has to come out anyway, so we're going to pull that first. Because replacing the radio, and that way when I pull that out, we can get to behind the radio. Now, these things are wonderful. If you never need to pull a radio, these little pieces right here make it so much easier. All right. Yeah. Of course, the sun is like gonna be a freaking nightmare. All right, so first thing, you know, we're gonna take this outer cover off this radio. And then take these things, slide them down in there. And the radio usually just pulls right out. Of course, you know, this is a detachment face. Just popped off. Yeah. I sit there and tell you, oh, this makes it wonderful, and it's stuck. All right, give me a minute, because this might take a minute to get this thing pulled out. Man, it takes a lot to get videos set up, but it's all good. So, all right. Now I got the whole radio bezel out. Managed to pull the radio out, and then the bezel just kind of like, when I was pulling it out, it kind of clipped out from the bottom. So then I just like wound up just finished pulling the whole thing out, which is fine. because that's kind of what I want. It gives me a better accessibility to inside. Now, right here is a little plastic sleeve that holds wires and it goes through, which is fine. It popped out of the way. Now I went ahead, this is going to mount right here, so I went ahead and pre-drilled the holes right here for this. Of course, you know, lining up 4 at the same time. Ain't the easiest. Of course, I couldn't, like, you know, get a drill bit that was a little bit bigger, you know. Hey, let's get the same exact size drill bit as the screws. Whatever. Which is alright. Now, I made a metal backing plate to go in there. So that way, this thing is not just bolted to the plastic. There's a metal backing plate that goes behind this, which will reinforce everything and kind of spread the load a little bit. Because this thing isn't heavy, but at the same time, it's not light. And if this thing's going down, you know, off roads and all that kind of stuff, I want it to be a little more stable. So we're gonna put that back there. Then I got nuts and bolts to hold it all in. Let me get that, because that's going to take a minute to get all of that lined up, because it is a little bit tight back there, and I'll show you the end process here in a minute. Whew, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. I'm trying to get all that sandwiched in back there, but it's done. Where'd my light go? So the front piece is on right there, and I mean, it's on really good. So I've got that on, bolts through, and then, which you can barely see it right there, is a metal backing plate that holds it on and distributes that. Like I said, that thing is on there, which is a good thing, because like I say, I don't want this thing bouncing around, going nowhere, nothing. And I don't think it is. So now, where's the other piece? So now it's basically put these two on here. Then you can adjust it over to the driver's side. Now, let me go around. All right. Now, so I'm sitting in the driver's seat, you know, and where its position is right in my line of sight. If I, you know, I can still move it around, all that kind of stuff. I haven't tightened that down, but I mean, I like where that's at. Where's the power button? Right there. There it is. Battery's real low, ain't plugged in. So I like exactly where that sits. It's a little crooked, but not a lot. And the Baofeng can go right here on its bracket when I get that, which it's only like, that bracket's only like $15, so I need to order that, which I will soonly. But that is nice. I like that. Now the only thing I need to do is I'm going to wire the two-way plug in behind the dash. Now, yes, there's a cigarette lighter right here. Only thing with this is cigarette lighter is always active. So truck's off, but this thing's on. I want it to be keyed on. So we're not going to use this power source. We're going to do another power source to run both of those, because I want those keyed on, not permanently on. But that is on point. I like the way that sits. That is perfect. So we'll go ahead, tighten that down. Now I guess I need to clip all of this and splice in the new one for the Pioneer. That's going to take a while. I think that's going to be for tomorrow, because I know. It's only, let's see if you can see it right there. Ah! No. Back to main menu. All right. So, right there. It's basically only 5 o'clock. Well, I'm still working these long hours, and I've got to get cleaned up, shower, and dinner in bed in like 2 hours. So I think we're going to pick this up tomorrow, where I'll get the radio in, and then hopefully we'll try to find another power source where I can run that. We'll figure out something. All right, well, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Okay, so it is literally a week from when the last clip just ended till now. Yeah, work sucked. So it's been about a week. It's okay. So yesterday I got off work and I worked until after dark to get this, to the point of where it is today, which is basically ready to go back together. Now, all right. And so also, since it's been a week, I got my, the radio mount for my ham radio. Like I said, got all this done. So, ham radio is mounted. The mount for the GPS is mounted, which we'll grab that in a minute. Now, back in here, which it's kind of hard to see, but right here and right there are the plugs for these two units into a Y connector. Then it goes into this. Now, like I said, is I want to have this switched, instead of plugging it into the existing cigarette lighter or power outlet, which is constant on, I want to have it switched on. So we're going to rewire this later off camera because wiring is just boring. But, oh yeah, also got the whole radio wire harness done. So basically this whole system is done. So what we need to do is run this through here, this through here. There's that. All right, that's mounted in. Then, gotta plug the radio in. There you go. That slides in. And there you go. All right, let me go grab the GPS real quick. Okay, got the GPS. Now, again, this is going to be an overland vehicle. So it's going to be lifted. It's going to have off-road tires. This is going to flow with my camping trips and all that kind of stuff. So, the Garmin Overlander is the GPS to run. It is nice. Now, one thing I like about this unit is it is a tablet, it is a standalone system, but you don't have to leave it on the charger, and what I like about this, it's magnetic. So there it is, it's on. Now again, from my driving position to where all of that is, it's perfect. GPS unit right there, very good, perspective. Radio can come right off, so I drop it. And it still comes up to me. Now, this is plugged in, but I do have a battery, so it doesn't have to stay on there and plugged in. It's a little dirty, need to clean that. But there it is. System is right there and perfect. I love that. I love the way this looks. This is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, well, that's about all I wanted to do for this video. Is I wanted to get the electronics knocked out on this thing, because that's important, because this thing is going to be well, I got to rebuild the motor. So I was going to go ahead, as soon as this video was over, I was going to start on the motor, but it's about to rain. I mean, I don't know, you can kind of see it's gray clouds over there. It's already sprinkling a little bit. So I'm kind of rushing this ending right here because I don't want it to start pouring on me. But we probably have to wait till tomorrow, as long as it doesn't rain tomorrow, to start tearing this motor apart, because I need to get this thing torn apart, get it rebuilt so we can lift it and get it rolling, because I can't have a smoking motor driving around and all that kind of stuff, and the lift is sitting there ready to roll. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this video of me putting in my overlanding electronics. Don't think I really need much of anything else. This is pretty much what I need. If you think of anything, let me know. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Catch you in the next video.